Okay guys, just a little update. We got all the parts back inside. I kind of made myself a little paint booth here in my wood shop. Took some tarps and just kind of hung them down so that it kind of cuts down on any chance of dust and anything like that. We'll also kind of wet the floor down before we get ready to paint, but we got the parts washed off, brought them back inside, kind of staged them and kind of walked around to where I could think, or where I thought I could get to it easy enough to paint, because you really don't want to touch these things once you start. So I kind of walk around and kind of mimic the way I'm going to be painting it, and making sure I can get everything. Some of it I kind of sit on little blocks, and on the back of this one I got a big 4x6 that I raised it up so I could kind of get on the bottom. But anyways, got my buddy Butch in here with me. He's kind of checking it out, and some of the pieces it's kind of awkward to paint. I kind of got them strung up off the rafters. And then over on my little workbench here, I got some more parts laid out and got the trunk. I was thinking about making a two-tone red and black, and then I scuffed it down, and then I kind of thought about it, and I thought, no, I'm just going to go all one color. So anyways, I got a little more to do. I still want to kind of tape the inside of this trunk off so it doesn't get paint in there. And then I have to wipe everything down one more time. I usually use window cleaner, go over it just to get any dust that might have settled on it, and then we'll do a tack cloth before we paint. Now, some of these pieces we're going to go over with a primer sealer. The trunk, I'm probably not going to worry about, just for the simple fact that it's already been painted once. And like I said, I was going to do a two-tone on it. And really the reason why I decided not to is I was sanding it down and I got a little too carried away and I broke through the base coat. So I was going to have to repaint it anyways, and I decided, well, the heck with it. I'll just redo all of it. But anyways, that's where we're at. I'll keep you guys posted and we'll keep going. Alrighty guys, we're back. Getting ready to paint. We got everything up, covered. I kind of sprayed my floor down a little bit with some water. One, it helps to keep the dust down. Two, any overspray that you get, it doesn't stick to the floor so bad. But anyways, we got all the pieces lined up, ready to go. Now, I will say, my first step after this morning washing everything down and letting it air dry is to go back with some invisible glass cleaner, and what I do is I spray everything down and then I wipe it down really good with that. It's just to make sure that you get any other debris or dust that you might have missed from washing it with soap. So I wiped everything down with that, sprayed it, wiped it down with that, and then I came back, and this is important. So I came back with Prep-All wax and grease remover. When you do the glass cleaner, it's not really necessarily to worry about touching the pieces too much. I mean, I try to keep it to a minimum. But when you do your wax and grease remover, it is important that you wear gloves. And when you start off, it is not a bad idea to take the towel that you put the wax and grease remover on and to wipe your gloves down so that you get any kind of residual grease or oil off the gloves, so that you're able to hold these things while you wipe them down. So that's just a little tip that I've learned over the years. But anyways, so then we go back with a Prep-All and we wiped everything down with it. Kind of went over it again, made sure there wasn't no, and if you're wiping it down and you get dirt or any kind of, and it shouldn't be a lot of dirt, but if you get anything on your towels, go ahead and swap your towel out for a fresh towel and keep going, and make sure that when you're done that your towel is absolutely clean and that there's nothing on it. Anyways, we got the pieces all lined up. I'm going to go mix some primer. I'm going to primer some of these pieces back here. And then also this fairing right here. And the fender for the back. And also the front fender for the front wheel. Now my next step will be, before I paint, is I will come in here with a tack cloth and I will tack everything down. Just to make sure that I get any last little bit of residue off of these units. So I will tack it down, and then I will come in right after that, and then we'll start shooting some primer. So anyways, we're going to get that done, and then as soon as we've got that completed, we'll catch you up on what's next. Alrighty guys, well, we got the primer on, so we've got it all in one color, which is good, instead of having all these spots all over the place. The back came out pretty good, I think. It looks kind of rough there, but it's really not too bad. Yeah, the primer laid down really nice. I think it turned out pretty good. We're going to put some paint on that here in a minute, and then that'll totally change the look again. But so that's the skirting. That's the front fenders. That's the little trim that goes behind the back fender on the front wheel. We got the spoiler, the front valance, and then we got these back trim pieces on the very bottom done as well. So, alrighty, we'll move on to the next step. We'll take some more pictures and send it to you. So we got the tack coat down. This will be the first coat. It's just a very light coat, so if it looks kind of blotchy, you don't want to put this on real heavy. You just want this to be a first base to kind of help hold whenever you come back to put your second coat on there. So anyways, we got the skirt covered. And like I said, it might look a little blotchy, but we'll fix that on the second one. There's the fairing. Front fenders. I kind of missed a little bit of spot there, so I'll have to catch that really good when I come back. But anyways, the trunk. And then the other trim pieces. Alrighty, well, we're going to keep going. We'll keep you updated. Alrighty guys, so this is our second coat. I'll probably go one more on some of these pieces. All in all, it didn't turn out too bad. The color's kind of hard to see. Phone's trying to focus. There we go. It's a really deep, deep red, so it's really a pretty color. But yeah, it laid down really nice. So like I said, there's probably put one more coat on this one just because it's so big, and probably needs a few little touch-ups here and there. And then we'll get ready for clear coat. So, but yeah, not looking too shabby. Laying down pretty nice. And trunk. So yeah, we'll keep you posted. Keep going on our painting project. It's the next day. It kind of got late last night, so I didn't make any videos of when we were done, but ended up getting 2 coats clear on it. It looks pretty good. Came out nice. Clear coat laid down really, really nice. So, of course, you know, I don't have a paint booth, so you're gonna get a little bit of stuff in it anyways, but when you cut and buff it, it'll come out. My fiberglass repair job came out really good. Pretty smooth. But yeah, not too shabby. Looks pretty good. So now I am thinking about possibly, and the wife is we're kind of mixed on this. We're thinking about maybe two-toning some black right into this, just to kind of break the red up a little bit. I've got some black that's got a metal flake in it. That would look really pretty on that. So I'm thinking about doing that. But yeah, all in all, she did not turn out too bad. Turned out pretty nice. So I'll show you guys the valance over here. So this is that's the trunk, and then this is the valance on the bottom that we did, and then that's this piece here, and that piece there goes right on the front of the skirt for that fit that goes on the back of the trike. So anyways, just thought I'd give you an update. Appreciate you guys watching. So we have decided, at least we've talked about it. The wife said, boy, that's a lot of red. So we're going to put in a couple of stripes on this back fender. I'm going to put one on this side. We're going to put one on that side. So we got the whole thing scuffed up. So we'll taped up. We'll put some black in there. We've got some metallic black with some flake in it, and we'll spray that. And after we get done with that, then we'll peel all the paper off and we'll put some clear on it. So anyways, kind of a change in plans here a little bit. Thought I would update you guys and let you follow along. Thank you.